Another breaking news: court permanently stops Bayero for others from parading as emirs in favor of Emir Sanusi. Wow. So this court case is a bit coming to rest now. So Emir Ado Bayero, that has been challenging Sanusi all this while with four others, have been permanently stopped by the court. I think this is coming out today now. So let's dive into the details to get the history of the situation. A high court in Kano State has permanently restrained the deposed Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, and four others from claiming the title. Okay. Politics Nigeria reports that the court presided over by Justice Amina Adamu Aliyu delivered the ruling on Monday. So the judgment specifically prohibits the former emirs of Bichi, Rano, Gaya, and Karaye, as well as their servants and agents from parading themselves as emirs. Justice Aliyu ruled that the eviction of Aminu Ado Bayero from his Nasarawa Palace is a matter for the Rent Tribunal and not under her jurisdiction. However, the judge directed the deposed Emir Bayero and four others to immediately hand over all Emirate traditional royal artifacts to the state government and the current Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II. So Justice Aliyu also upheld the validity of the State Assembly Emirate Council Repeal Law 2024, stating that it was enacted in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Section 4. Additionally, she ruled that Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf's assent to the law was in full compliance with the Constitution. So the Kano state government had filed a lawsuit seeking to stop the deposed emir from continuing to use their royal titles and occupying their palaces. So the government also gave them 48-hour ultimatum to vacate their respective palaces after being deposed. Oh boy. So is this, what do they call it? This is a high court in Kano. So is this a federal high court or state high court? That's the question. Because there has been context between the federal high court and the state high court all the while. And I know that the federal high court is being influenced by the power of APC and the federal government, while the state high court is, being powered by the state government under the leadership of the governor Abba Kabir Yusuf. So with this one coming out today now, again, is Ado Bayero not going to challenge this as usual? Because Ado Bayero will take the case now to Federal High Court where he's getting federal support. That is the key thing here. So the question is Ado Bayero ready to vacate the Nasarawa Palace, or he's going to continue to challenge it? After all, he has been challenging it all the while. So are we sure we can say that this emir is ready to down tools and stop making trouble with the governor and with the current emir Sanusi too? So let's get a few comments from a few individuals. I know people will react to this story. Okay. And somebody saying, what is bad is bad. Ganduje should know that he was creating problem in the first place. Exactly. Ganduje created the divide and rule system. That is how they work. So the state high court wait for Supreme Court judgment. That is another thing. So I'm sure this is state high court exactly. So it means that federal high court will take it, appeal court and Supreme Court will take it. I don't expect Bayero to fight back, but it is fine. Ganduje should have left Kano Emirate Council the way it was from decades. This is what Yoruba calls Egbinri Ote. Can you imagine? What else do you expect from Kano State High Court? Of course, that is it. So Kano State High Court, another Wike of Kano. That is Ganduje. Long live Amin. Long life Amin. What is Amin? Amino. He has not won. This is a judgment by the government court. He will still appeal. Now, so the guy will go to appeal court. Must you judge on the matter? The defendant ask for your recourse from presiding over the judgment for suspicions of bias. Suspicions of bias. Now, how can you preside without lawyers representing the defendant? And the defendant. These people there. The lawyers went to the court and the judge sent them away, or it is the judge that will beg a party's lawyer to be in court? That is the question. The Ado Bayero's lawyer, did they go to the court and they were driven away? Or is it the judge that is going to start begging for Ado Bayero's lawyers to come to court? It not work now. It not work. If they don't come to court, then the judge can make his decision. I am not a lawyer, but I think in a normal situation, the judge needs recourse himself from presiding over the matter for an unbiased judgment. Okay, Nigerian Banana Republic, not be lie. We will appeal to it, Abi. They will file it now. Federal High Court has ruled already. Who is talking of State High Court again? Scene 1 closed. Scene 2 start with appeal by Bayero lawyers. Very interesting film indeed. The film not get heard though. So this film not get heard at all. The film not get heard. So when will this matter in Kano State come to rest? The trouble is just too much, and the trouble is just every minute. How long will this continue to be? That's the question. How long will this continue to be? The trouble is just too much, and I see no reason why a traditional ruler that is under the power of the sitting governor will be challenging the governor, and federal might will be supporting just because Ganduje is behind them. It doesn't make sense. They're just making the state ungovernable for the governor, the same way Nwike. It's similar to what Nwike is doing in Rivers State, trying to make the state ungovernable for what is his name? For Fubara. Ganduje is making the state a bit ungovernable for Abakabe Yusuf. And that is what they've started doing again in Edo State to make the state very tumultuous for Governor Obaseki. Okay, now they are pushing themselves left, right, and center. Wow, how long will we continue to live Nigeria like animal farm like this? So now that the trouble is there, federal government is supposed to hands up that matter because it's a state matter. After all, when Sanusi was deposed by Ganduje, he did not fight back. He went away, and there was peace everywhere for 8 years. Now that Abakabe Yusuf is back and is trying to rewrite everything, now the Bayero and his group are fighting back because of support from the federal might. Quite unfortunate. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. This update from the Kano matter.